Hello folks, welcome to my channel Shani's Digest. I welcome my new subscriber on board. I appreciate my returning subscribers. This is a channel where we get to speak out and say it as it is. Today's video is all about the effect of indiscriminate disposal of garbage dump on human health and the environment, where we just go around dumping refuse in open lands, abandoned buildings, sidewalks, and the effect of this on drainage system and waterways. Refuses are rubbish or materials not needed or are economically unusable, not without further processing. These include materials from households such as sachet water, nylon, bottles, wool, cellophane bags, plastics. The video is actually triggered by what happened about a fortnight in Lagos Island about the heavy downpour around the marina and the Lekki environs. I mean, you could see how people were really struggling. I mean, motorists couldn't use the road. The cars were submerged in the flood. Commuters found it very difficult to move around. That is the sad reality of indiscriminate dumping of refuse. The side effect of this is waterways blockage, culverts blockage, drainage system blockage, and then when there's a heavy downpour like this, the waterways that were actually supposed to be free up for easy passage of water are blocked by this indiscriminate disposal of this refuse. So that is what this video is all about. You can see the sad reality of the whole thing. I mean, how do you expect easy flow of water when the waterways are blocked, when the culverts are actually blocked? How do you expect a free flow of water when there is a heavy downpour? The side effect is the flood that you see everywhere, and this has given me a cause for concern. This topic is so apt and couldn't have come at a better time. You know, it just tells you that the quality of this environment has been declining, and the time for us to arrest it is now. Otherwise, we may just wake up one day and there'll be no environment for us to live in. Literally submerged. I remember I called one of my clients. He just couldn't move. He was submerged in the flood. And that is a sad reality. You can see that the careless actions and indiscriminate disposal of this garbage into open ground, into empty fields, into drainage, into open culverts has a serious toxic impact on the environment. The encroachment of this garbage on passable roads hinders vehicular movements, commuting, and other economic activities. It also discourages business activities, as no one would want to, engage in any business activity in an environment that is dirty, in an environment that is submerged by flood, and in an environment that garbage has taken over. And the garbage will literally take over the road. It will shrink the size of land that we were supposed to use for agriculture. It will also shrink the size of land they were supposed to use for even building. And by extension, it will affect the standard of living and the general well-being of the residents of that environment. Now, the effect on health. They say cleanliness is next to godliness, which means that people generally have the moral duty to keep the environment and themselves clean. And if we do not act responsibly and continue in this indiscriminate disposal of this garbage, there will be a serious risk factor on our health. We could come down with something like cholera, diarrhea, typhoid fever, and even malaria caused by, breeding of mosquitoes in these waterways blockage. I'm sure some of you can relate with me on this. Those that live in an environment that is covered with pool of water, stagnant water, the amount of mosquitoes breeding in this environment, and people around this environment would always tell you that they come down more often with malaria. So what is causing it? When the waterways are blocked, when the culverts are blocked, when the streams, we go to the stream, you pack this garbage there, the river, every channel where this water is supposed to flow out is blocked. So what do you expect?
Why hasn't the government taken seriously the issue of climate change? Climate change has exacerbated the problem of flooding in Nigeria. Over 21 states and affecting about 375 local government areas. Lagos, a coastal city of over 20 million people, has been worst hit, especially for those living on the floodplains. On Saturday, September 11, 2021, heavy rain continued for 3 days non-stop, causing deluge of flood, making some streets look like rivers. Transport stopped and commuters stuck and unable to move. Despite the National Emergency Management, Nigerian Meteorological and Nigerian Hydrological Services agencies warnings and issuing red alerts for residents to be responsible in the ways they dispose of these refuges, which will ultimately block these drainages, residents have continued to be reckless.
From the pictures and videos, you can see the sporadic and indiscriminate dumping of refuse into available plots of land, sidewalks, channels, and drainage areas. And these activities of residents have led to blocked drainage, culverts, and waterways, causing enormous flooding during rainy season. As can be seen in this video, the last flood that happened in Lagos Island is a testament to this. Seriously speaking, if we continue in our irresponsible way of refuse disposal, our actions will come back to haunt us. We need a safer, cleaner, and healthy environment. After all, they say cleanliness is next to godliness, and health is wealth. So the time to act is now. The objective of this video is to draw the attention of the residents on the danger of indiscriminate refuse disposal on their health and the environment, and the importance of living in a clean and healthy environment. After all, health is wealth. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up for me. Click on the notification bell so that you get to be notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Leave your comments down below and subscribe to the channel. Well, I'll see you at the other side where we get to interact at the comment section. See you there.